Good evening, Greg here. Burn at both ends. Burner on the front end of the first of 6 weeks of intense I-Corps. We just came back from Lakewood, Colorado. That was a kind of boot camp-like experience, even though I've never been in boot camp, so I really don't know. But it was, of course, it wasn't as intense as a real boot camp, I don't think. But it was, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. each day, plus an hour on the front end of that, probably 2 hours in the back end. So a lot of good hard work. Really impressed with the program so far. And so now we begin the 6-week block of executing, 60 some odd interviews, right? We're at about 15 right now, so we need to get to 75. Not that we're just trying to hit a number, but this is what the real goal of the course is, and just kind of that way we stay on pace with what we got to do. And so taking a hard look at Burn at Both Ends and what I've been doing since May 6th, and I want to tweak my process to streamline things a bit. And so what I've come up with is I'm going to use the success journal model for I-Corps. And so for the remainder of the I-Corps program, I plan to streamline my Burn at Both Ends posting process, so it's on the order of about 60 minutes total per day, so 30 minutes for each post. And I plan to use the success journal model as the content for each post, so I can really stay focused on I-Corps. I can stay focused on supporting my family. I can stay focused on my other projects that I have going on, and just kind of keep it all going. Keep a lot of balls up in the air, as they say. And so, I started Burn at Both Ends on May 6th, and it's been really fun creating this content. I have to say, there's been a lot of content that I was able to put out. I'm really thrilled about it. I feel really good about it. I've got a lot of good feedback on it. But kind of, the interesting part about it is it's probably about a 2-hour daily commitment, 2 to 3 hours, I'd say, depending on the content for the post and how much time it takes me to think it up. I mean, a lot of the stuff is just kind of in my head already, and it just has to be kind of kicked up and kicked out. But still, it's about an hour for each post, kind of door to door, if you will. And so I want to cut that time down a little bit just so I can really stay focused and work and put some really good work in for I-Corps. And so I want to get that 2 hours down to about 1 hour, so about 30 minutes per post. And so I was thinking, what can I possibly do? How can I make sure that the prep for the post is actual real work that I'm doing towards these near-term goals that I have over the next 6-7 weeks. And I was like, success journals is perfect, right? So I'm gonna try this model. I've used success journals in the past. I've never tried it like this before. I really think it's the killer thing that's really gonna help me really stay focused and get stay on top of all these little, right, because there are going to be these major tasks, but there's all these little things that are going to come up, and I want to just do my best to just keep them all and just get a good system going. So I'm not thinking as much, or I'm reserving the thinking for the big items. All right, so I'm going to use the success journal model to keep me in alignment, and we'll see how it goes. And so tomorrow morning will be the first post like this, and so the outline's going to go away, and the success journal is going to replace it, and so we'll just see how this goes. That's all I can do is try, right? So we'll see. And the goal here is that the prep for the posts is going to be getting the success journal nice and polished, and then I'm going to show that, go through it, and here, let me get into some details right now. So number one, success journal model, right? So these are the focus items, the success steps, and the successes, right? The focus items are the kind of things looking ahead. What am I working on? The success steps are these kind of big milestones. Like after a success step is complete, it's a new world, right? I can do something now that I couldn't before, right? And then the successes are just a little task that I'm just hitting to knock off to get to the success steps. And the way I'm going to think about this is because I can do a success journal daily, I can do it weekly, I can do it monthly. So what I'm going to do, is begin to think about this on a weekly basis to start. And so the success journal that I worked on tonight, that I'll show you tomorrow morning, is kind of based on this whole week coming up. And we'll just see how that works. But it's going I'm going to think about it for the whole week, but then I'm going to tweak it each day as I knock through things. And it's going to help me schedule. It's going to help me stay on task. So I don't, so things don't essentially drop off my plate. So, all right. So some of the key things here are the focus items and the success steps. And so the way I'm going to kind of think about it is the focus items on the front end of the week, kind of, here it's Sunday night. What am I focusing on this week? And the success steps are I kind of consider those, okay, I'm going to hit those on the back end of the week. I mean, some might get pushed into the following week. It depends on how timing goes. But that's kind of how I'm thinking about it. So like the focus item and the success steps will bookend the week. And then the successes just knock things off each day throughout the week. And, I can already see me leveraging the quote, when I don't feel like hammering on the project, I'm going to hammer on the project. I'm really going to need to get focused and get into that mindset because I'm going to find out that I have no time for downtime. I have no time to waste my time. I have no time to sit there and hesitate and think, should I be doing this? It's like, no, boom, just kind of get into action. Plan right now to get into action. I've been thinking about this all weekend. Really put a lot of good thoughts in today. And so I'm psyched for this to see how this works. And if it doesn't work, throw it away, try something else. That's kind of how I roll. And so the daily posts will look like this. The morning post will be a review of the week's and the day's agenda, as far as the success journal and what's looking out. And then the evening post will be the results and the pivots. How did today go? How's tomorrow going to be different? Have I pivoted, on anything? Have I, did a success step happen quicker than I thought? Is it going to take twice as long as I thought? Do I got to move it out 2 weeks? So I got, how has my world changed now that I've been through a day? And so those are my posts. I'm not sure how long they're going to be. We'll have to see how they go. But what I know that they're going to do is prepping for those posts is really going to get me, is going to be doing real work. I mean, not that I was doing fake work before, but like, for example, if I did a post on relationships and timing, like while that's really good work, that work does not contribute to the specific things I'm doing either at my job or with this I-Core, so that is purely burn at both ends work, which is great work. But now I really need to make sure I have plenty of time to devote to I-Core and to keep my other projects going, so that way nothing falls off the plate. And so yeah, so 2 posts, hopefully about 30 minutes each, front to back. I hope the quality stays the same. That's the goal. And what you're going to see, or what I'm going to see too, is just the evolution of how I'm using this success journal as I'm going through this program. And I'm really interested to see if the success journal is as good as I think it is, and it stays with me the whole time. Because if it starts to fail, I'm throwing it away and I'm going to try something else. I don't have time to waste time. That's one of my sayings there. No time to waste time. So yeah, so that's the deal. You'll see a new description tomorrow morning with this new style. So this is the last description of this flavor that you'll see for now. And so check it out. I got some motivational videos linked down below. I have, what else do I have? Some great music down below. Check them out. Yeah, subscribe. This is my journey. This is I'm kind of going in a slightly different direction right now, which is great, which is kind of how life should be, right? If I was doing the same thing I was doing, May 6th, now I'd be in trouble. But I'm progressing, I'm evolving. So this is going to be a new type of post. I was thinking about switching up the hat and the hoodie. I think I'm going to keep it, but we'll see. I just love the hat and hoodie. So anyway. So that's it. Subscribe, comment down below. This is things that I'm trying that are giving me success in life. They're working for me. Give them a try, see if they work for you. I'd love to hear about what your journey's like. What are you working on? If you need any help, I want to be of service. So please ask questions. Give me some challenges. Give me some problems to solve. I'd love to do it. Yeah, there's some great music linked down below. I'll definitely keep the music in there. And got some great psychedelic ambient. I got some great DJ sets. DJ Sabo is still down there. I was listening to that today at about I started about an hour and 15 minutes in. just love it right there, and then where it goes from there, just really dig it. And then of course G Money, my alter ego. I write these drum songs, which are like for like drum quintets or drum sextets. Check them out. They're on SoundCloud. You can listen to them for free. They're great for like working to. Good background music, good beats. Yeah, and that's it. So tomorrow will be a new type of post. We'll see how it goes. You'll see the success journal. It'll replace the outline. And then it's going to be a crazy 6 weeks. So let's just get into week one, day one of like this like 6 week stretch where we're going to bust out a lot of interviews. It's going to be a lot of hard work. We have a weekly webinar on Wednesday, a 2-hour webinar for the course that has presentations and homework. So just a lot of balls to keep in the air, and I'm very eager to find out if the Success Journal can do it, and I think it can. I think it's more up to me to do it than the Success Journal. That's a kind of a weak position to blame something like that. So yeah, I'm gonna make it work, and we'll rock out here. So y'all have a great night. Get some sleep. Get your prep in for Sunday night. Get ready for the week. Get ready to crush it. And yeah, I'll see you in the morning.